Devil May Cry Season 2 trailer is finally here. So, in today's video, we're going to check out the trailer, then we're going to go through it piece by piece, seeing what secrets we can find, and then at the very end, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on it overall. As always though, if you're a fan of anything and everything Devil May Cry, then do be sure to subscribe to the channel, and perhaps check out my coverage of Season 1. Without further ado though, let's dive right in. Right, let's do this.
Too dangerous for the world.
Long hair, new fit. Dante tweaking. That turtleneck's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Okay, I see NELL over there. That was a rainstorm. Ebony and Ivory.
We found him.
VERGIL. Kicking ass, okay. Judgment cut.
You learned how to make an entrance. That's
Fighting in the rain, classic.
I hoped it would be you, little brother.
Okay. That was interesting. I'm gonna pause right there. A few things I want to get onto, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on everything that I've kind of just seen. So this scene at the beginning here, obviously we've got Dante, who, spoiler alert, obviously was frozen away at the end of the first season. He's come out, his hair's grown. In the background, it looks like this is the aftermath potentially of either VERGIL destroying people, literally carving them to pieces, or maybe it's the aftermath of what occurred in Season 1 in that apartment block. It looks like Dante, though, is working with Lady, of course. We've still got the old gun bra from DMC3, but the turtleneck is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, I feel, if I'm honest. This, I'm assuming, is the war in Makai, which, I mean, the less said about that, the better, perhaps. We've seen this in the music video, right? Yeah, Dante flexing. Lady with the beret. And that, 100% obviously, is NELL. These, I'm assuming, well, that's going to be Ivory, right? Rainstorm, okay, I dig it. Nondescript enemies, no idea what they are. We've got the slow-mo on the bullets. Holsters make a return, yep. This is the end of Season 1, I believe, with VERGIL just, saving his fellow demon brethren. Now, this bit here where Lady mentions, your twin brother, we found him. It's quite obviously two different sentences mashed together, so I'm assuming that's not what Lady actually says whenever this show goes live, right? But who is she saying it to? Is she saying this to Dante, or is she saying this to VERGIL? I feel like this line here is a bit of a red herring almost. The classic slow-mo quick draw, VERGIL going absolutely ham, showing us why, he's absolutely lethal with Beowulf. But this bit here, where he hits people with a judgment cut, it looks like everyone here has just been untouched. Like they've just had a go on a bouncy castle, flung into the air. Again, I'm curious to see what it is that VERGIL's blown up here. I have half a mind to think that might be the infested chopper. If there's any other DMC reference to chuck in, that's what it would be. Also, VERGIL's outfit here is obviously quite reminiscent of 3, but there looks like there's some DMC 5 sort of stylistic choices that have melded into this outfit. A couple of bros, of course, just fighting in the rain. Probably not on top of the Temeniglu Tower, but, reminiscent enough. The old DMC 5 looking boots. Then we have VERGIL here, which haircut potentially has been nerfed, saying some interesting things. And that brings us on to my thoughts for the trailer overall. So, I think for the most part, it's largely inoffensive. Dante's sporting a new look, which I think is a large upgrade on his incarnation in Season 1. Lady makes a return and seems to be a pivotal character. Again, Season 1 has made up most people's minds on that character anyway, so you either love her or you hate her. We have the introduction of fan favorites Ebony and Ivory and NELL Goldstein. I would say that, again, NELL's characterization could make or break people's response to Season 2, but if I'm honest, that character is so niche amongst the DMC fan base that most people probably don't even know who she is. And then we have the biggest brain teaser of all in this trailer, which appears to be VERGIL. Now, the end of Season 1 threw some questions at us with VERGIL anyway. Why is he working for Mundus? Is he working for Mundus? Is he still brainwashed? Is this Gilva? What's going on? But again, I feel like that last throwaway line at the end of the trailer with VERGIL seems just incredibly out of character for him. If you think back to, DMC 3 or 5 and their incarnations of the character, you would not expect those words and that intonation to come out of VERGIL's mouth at all. Again, there could be some shenanigans abound. It could be that he has to go through this whole character arc or be freed from Mundus before he becomes the VERGIL we know and love, but who knows? In regard to Season 2 overall, despite how far it deviates from the games, and the books and the novels and everything else, really. It has to be a net positive, right? The games have sold like hotcakes since Season 1 dropped. I think begrudgingly you have to admit that, regardless of how much you like or dislike the person behind the show. And ultimately, that can only mean, fingers crossed, that we get more DMC games in the future. With all that said and done though, if you enjoyed today's video, do be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below regarding Season 2 of Devil May Cry. Do you love it? Do you hate it? You looking forward to it? Or is it the bane of your existence? With all that said and done, it has been me, DevilNeverCry. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next video.